Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber. They're two extremely famous Canadian men who clearly have the same taste in women. Yes, I'm looking at you, Hailey. Thanks to their love of the same woman, their home country, and their music, these two have been pit against each other before. A showdown that they've both admitted they're ready for. Being that we haven't gotten to see Shawn and Justin go head-to-head on the ice or in the weight room, I thought it would be fitting for them to go against one another here at Hollyscoop. Yes, you guessed it, the battle of who is better for Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber is going down right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. We're gonna get into the battle of Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber, but first, make sure to click that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. That way you always know what's going down with your fave celebs. While Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes may not be the best of buds right now, it's worth noting that at the beginning, there really was no beef. Sure, when Justin was first asked about Shawn during an interview in 2015, being that they're from the same part of Canada, he claimed he didn't know who he was.
Who's Shawn Mendes? Oh.
But Shawn let that slide and later admitted that he didn't mind being compared to Justin Bieber at all. During an interview with Rolling Stone last year, Shawn named Justin as his, quote, main inspiration. He went on to say, quote, I learned every one of his songs by heart. He taught me how to riff and sing. So every time someone asks me about Bieber, I always say, that's the biggest compliment you could give me. Plus, I mean, who can forget about when Shawn admitted on Carpool Karaoke that he would buy a pair of Justin's underwear?
Would you buy Justin Bieber's underpants? How much would you pay for Justin Bieber's underpants?
Probably cap it at like $500.
Right, that's a hell of a lot of money.
My, how things have changed. And let's be clear, they didn't necessarily change because of Shawn. For the most part, I think we have to look at Justin for that one. First and foremost, I think we have to point out one of the obvious reasons these two started having some contention, and that would be Hailey Bieber, formerly known as Hailey Baldwin. Similar to how Hailey was a believer before getting into a relationship with Justin, she was also a fan of Shawn Mendes, and she let everyone know it back in 2013. At the time, she tweeted, hey Shawn Mendes, let's date so you can sing to me all day. I'm joking, but not really. Bold, but I respect it, being that if you watch Hollyscoop at all, you know that I also love Shawn and would want him to sing me to sleep too.
He's just so dreamy.
We know that dating rumors between Hailey and Shawn didn't start swirling until 2017, when a source told People magazine that the two were seen hanging out at Kylie Jenner's Halloween party. At the time, a source told the magazine, quote, he had his arm around Hailey and stayed by her side all night. 1 month later, it was reported that the two were making out at an MTV EMA after party in London. At the time, a source told The Sun that the two packed on the PDA, and if you remember, this Instagram story even surfaced of the two looking like they were definitely feeling one another. Things were quiet for a bit, and then boom, the new year came, a few months passed, and at the 2018 Met Gala, yes, just last year, the two seemingly confirmed their relationship by walking the carpet together.
It's happening!
I mean, there's no denying they looked like a full-on couple, and it had us all swooning. Hailey went from being in the Shawn Mendes army to the one on his arm, and we were here for it. That is, until Shawn came forward shortly after and said that the Met Gala was not a couple confirmation. It was just two friends walking together at a major fashion event. Actually, let's just call it like it is. It is the fashion event. A few days after the Met Gala, Shawn sat down with People magazine and clarified what happened on the carpet. He said, quote, no, we weren't making our big debut. We were both asked to walk by Tommy Hilfiger. He went on to say, quote, obviously Hailey and I are friends, and it was just really cool for me to be able to walk with her because she's a vet and it was my first year, so it kind of took the pressure off a little bit. I know, Shawn Mendes was a gentleman then, and he's continued to be one. Once Shawn broke all the hearts that shipped him and Hailey, the two went their separate ways. And we all know who Hailey went to, Shawn's main inspiration, Justin Bieber. Justin and Hailey reconnected, dated, got engaged, and married, all within just a few months. While that would be a lot for any ex or even a friend to handle, Shawn still handled it graciously. During that same Rolling Stone interview, Shawn said, quote, I get it, you know, I texted Hailey congratulations when they got engaged, and I'm really happy for them. She's still one of the coolest people ever. She's not just a beautiful person visually, but she's one of the most beautiful hearts I've ever met. It was also during this interview where Shawn let out that him and Hailey were in fact more than friends. In fact, he described it as a, quote, zone of limbo, but still, he showed no saltiness at all towards the Biebs.
So it's possible that he's an intelligent, emotionally mature young man.
However, the drama between these two amped up just a few months back when Shawn double-tapped a photo of Hailey on Instagram. And we know nothing gets the Biebs riled up like people's social media reactions. Thankfully, comments by celebs caught all the tea. This is the photo Shawn liked of Hailey, originally posted by Justin, and when people started freaking out about it, Justin tried to put it to rest immediately, saying, "They're friends, relax." First, let's just address what we're all thinking. Justin, you used the wrong form of there. It should have been they apostrophe R-E as in they are, but we'll just move right along. Anyone else feel like there was a tinge of annoyance there? Because I definitely did. And Shawn must have too, because we haven't heard a peep about him double tapping any more photos of his sort of ex. Following that whole drama, there was this photo that Shawn posted, simply showing off his new magazine cover on OBS magazine. They dubbed him the Prince of Pop. Now, of course, because Justin was called this for some time when he was actually still making music, he felt the need to call Shawn out for this. It probably didn't help that Shawn was the last man his wife was with and who was caught liking pictures of her just 1 month before that. Anyway, after Shawn posted that, Justin commented, gonna have to break a few more records to dethrone my title there, bud, Canadian voice. But if you want, we can play hockey for it, but I heard you're a real bender on the ice. We could just drop the buckets and title for it. Obviously, this caused people to immediately say, WTF to Justin. Therefore, he tried to clarify his playful shade with a follow-up comment. He wrote, "There is no competition, and it was a playful joke, people. Relax. There's no sides. We're all just here to make dope music. I'm just competitive as he is, so it was just a little playful jargon." Was it actually a little playful jargon, or did you claim that after you started receiving hate? Justin, I'm still not sure.
You, on the other hand, I'm not so sure about.
Regardless, Justin's little dig kicked off this entire thing of him versus Shawn Mendes, and Shawn has been asked about it multiple times. First, when he sat down with Capital FM, he was asked who would win between him and the Biebs if the two really did take it to the ice like their true Canadian selves. Because Shawn is the best, I'm sure you're sensing a theme here on who I'm leaning towards. He started the subject of him and Justin duking it out on the ice, making one big clarification.
He is a better hockey player than me, and I know this. I'm not sitting here being like I'm better than him, because it's a fact that he's better.
However, that doesn't mean that Shawn is shying away from the challenge.
Now, I can practice. In a couple weeks, I might, figure out how to get a little bit better than him.
Shawn then went on to share what sport he could beat Justin at with zero training, and it's one of my favorite things ever.
I'm thinking weightlifting.
Weightlifting, definitely.
Which, I think we all agree here, Shawn's arms have been looking real good lately. Justin has recently been hitting the gym. That's coming from our own Courtney Revolution's eyes, so maybe he's trying to catch up, but for now, Shawn's arms reign supreme.
So hot.
Following that Capital FM interview, Shawn released his latest hit, If I Can't Have You.
Everything means nothing if I can't have you.
Naturally, since it's him singing about all of the things he can't have if he can't have the certain someone, fans immediately started theorizing that it could be about Mrs. Bieber. Thankfully, though, before Justin had any time to respond to those claims on social media, the narrative switched and fans felt like he was actually singing about his longtime best pal, Camila Cabello. Saying things like, "If I can't have you, Shawn Mendes did that. Can Camila, say something about this? I'm waiting." And that last part when Shawn is running on a treadmill gives me a hint. You know this song ain't for Hailey. 90% Camila reference. And finally, look, I'ma say it, the song's about Camila. There, I said it. As you all know, Shawn and Camila have been really good friends for quite some time. They've even collabed together in the past, and just like fans stand their friendship, they would totally ship these two if they were to take their friendship to the next level. Honestly, after seeing Camila's reaction to Shawn's new song, although it pains me to possibly let him go, I'm low-key hoping it is about Camila. Now, although Shawn narrowly avoided some drama with Justin over his new song, he wasn't quite able to do that while he was promoting it in New York right before his latest appearance on Saturday Night Live. While Shawn was speaking to Elvis Duran, he tried to put the whole back and forth thing with Justin to rest, saying that he loves Justin and that he was a major inspiration to him when it comes to music, which we obviously already knew.
Obviously.
However, when Shawn was really pressed about who would win in a fight between him and Justin, he did admit 2 key things, the first being about himself.
I'm bigger and I weigh more.
Shawn, you forgot to mention that your arms could also crush him, but don't worry, I'll add it for ya. He then went on to admit a key piece of information about the Biebs that would be a disadvantage to himself.
I think he has another type of level that he can click into that I don't have.
To me, that kind of sounds like it was a little personal shade, but still, he did it in a subtle way. He gave the interviewers what they wanted, and honestly, he still didn't really say anything that bad about the Biebs. Now, after hearing all about Justin and Shawn's history, I feel like it's finally time to declare a winner when it comes to the simple question, who is better when it comes to Justin and Shawn? Because as I said, judging by Shawn's coy reaction when he was asked again about going head-to-head with Justin, I don't think we're gonna get that showdown on the ice, the ring, or the weight room anytime soon. I already know several of you Justin fans are gonna come for me because I may or may not have favored Shawn throughout the majority of the story, but that's because when it comes to these two and the drama they've been through, Justin is typically the one behind it. But Justin has a lot of redeeming qualities as well. 1, he's incredibly talented. 2, he's hilarious. 3, he's generous. Recently, it was reported by several outlets that he gave $500 to a homeless man. So therefore, on a purely non-biased front, I think when it comes down to the battle of who is better, Shawn versus Justin, we can go the Canadian route, be nice, and call it a tie. But because you all know I stan myself some Shawn Mendes, in my own personal heart, I'm gonna give the battle to Shawn, those arms and that personality. All right, you guys, although I already know some of you are gonna be mad at me, I'm ready to hear your thoughts. Let me know who wins the battle of Shawn Mendes versus Justin Bieber in your heart. I can't wait to see who holds our scoopers' hearts, so just let it out down below. For Daily Celeb Tea, check out our live morning show, The Morning Tea. We go live at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, feel free to check out any of our other videos, and you guys, make sure to click that subscribe button and the bell for notifications.